Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and it's a day for gas today, and we'll be looking at 5 genuinely approachable Sudoku puzzles from the daily Sudoku puzzle channel on the Discord server, which has puzzles posted into it by Philip Newman, Clover and Bill Murphy every day. So these puzzles are from about a month behind, because I kind of do 5 in a row on a sort of catch up a month behind. We'll be having a look at those in due course. So what I'll do is read the blurbs from Discord and go through the rules. I do, of course, want to mention our patron reward, Lines and Shapes, some quite tricky puzzles. The first one actually quite approachable, the others get harder. And very well done to everybody who's managed to get through that and send us in the correct answer. Very impressive. There is a cap to be won, a Cracking the Cryptic octagon logo cap by one lucky winner by the 20th of the month. You have to get your entry in. And there's also Sven Sudoku Pad, the merchandise, and our apps on the link under the video. So please do check all of those out. They're fantastic, the apps. There's 100 puzzles in each, apart from the gas apps actually, which have 60 each. And great authors. And in the gas context, that means these authors. So good news there. If you like these gas puzzles that appear every 4 days, in this case, normally every 5 days, you will like those apps. It's just literally guaranteed. Now, before I do these puzzles today, I am going to recapitulate an error that I made in yesterday's beautiful Dancing in the Rain puzzle by Samantha. So, I looked at this man at the start of the puzzle, and I correctly deduced that his head and body go 1, 2, 3, 4 on the basis that these 4 cells down here on the feet could only be 6, 7, 8, 9. That was fair enough. And what I did wrong was to assume that these digits on the knees were a 5, 6 pair. Although they do turn out to be a 5, 6 pair in the puzzle, but I didn't know at this point that one of them couldn't be a 7 with an 8, 9 foot beneath it. So I'm just going to quickly go through to see where I could have gone to correct this error in pencil marking, or to rather get to the point where my pencil marking was correct. So just taking things in a very slightly different order from yesterday, but things I did spot. So this cell is a naked single. It sees that quadruple and the 1, 2, 3, 4 above and is a 5. These have to be from 6, 7, 8, 9 because of what they see in the column. That gives us a quadruple of 6, 7, 8, 9. This black dot has to be 1, 2. I did get that fine. That sorts out a 1, 2 and a 3, 4 pair down here. Now, if you think about, I'm sorry, I've mismarked these. That should be 6, 7, and 8. That should be 6, 7, 9. If you think about where 9 should be in this column, it can't be there on the elbow because it would need a bigger digit. So that's a 9, 8 pair as a result of that. This now can't be 8. This one can't be 7 already. So we've made some progress already towards my stated goal. This now has to be 5, 6, 7 in the column, but this can't be higher than 7. So that becomes a 7. That's not. That's now a 5, 6 pair, and this is a 7. And we're not quite there yet. We'll get there in a moment. This has to be a 6 now, based on everything it can see. These can't have a 7 in, we know that. Let me just keep going. This is a 7. There's no 7 and 6 there. This is 8 or 9, and now this heel becomes a 6, and that forces the digit above to be 5, and now they are a 5, 6 pair. So my apologies, especially to Samantha, and to you guys who were disappointed in me. I am honestly doing my best, but I make errors. I'm not going to call them senior moments yet. And weirdly, making the errors doesn't diminish my enthusiasm for Sudoku or for seeing the comments, so thank you very much. We will be, I'm sure there will be things very soon to comment on again in the same ilk. Now, I'm going to read the blurbs for these puzzles, and that is going to take me to August the 11th, when Philip posted this puzzle, What Next? Today's gas is a next to 9 Sudoku, a variant we haven't done in a long time. Incredible how so many of you guessed it correctly anyway. Oh yes, we're in this guessing game on the puzzles. Now, next to 9 is a quite odd variant in the context of these puzzles. What I now believe, I think, is that these puzzles are appearing in a sequence, presumably in which puzzles have appeared before somewhere. And I'm very unlikely to do the research to find out where that is. I don't think it's last year's August puzzles. It could be some run of other gas puzzles. Given the next to 9 Sudoku, it could be puzzles that have appeared in competition somewhere. Maybe in the Sudoku Grand Prix, or maybe in Richard Stolk's Sudoku variant series. I don't know. And as I say, I'm probably not going to do the research, but I think I'm beginning to understand how so many people are accurately predicting the next day's puzzle. And I'm not, as I say, I'm not really going to spend any time investigating where the puzzles come from, where they might have been in this sequence before, but I imagine that's what's going on. I could be totally wrong. Let me know under the puzzle in the comments if I am totally wrong there. Right, the rules for this, normal Sudoku rules apply. So that's 1 to 9 going in every row, column and box. This time, clues outside the grid give all digits which are adjacent to 9 in the corresponding row or column in any order. So in this row, 2 and 5 are adjacent to 9, but in this row, only 5 is. So that is how that works. Then we will go on to Diagonal by Clover, who says, good morning to all the people who guessed correctly, and congratulations on your continued efforts to push the limits of Discord's mention system. You've correctly guessed that today's gas is a diagonal Sudoku. Some other folks correctly guessed this too, I'm sure, but referred to it as Sudoku X, which is correct, but weirdly hard for me to search for. Sorry about that. Well, I do know about searching for strings that aren't quite the same as other people's. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Each marked diagonal contains the digits 1 to 9 exactly once each. The dinosaur, did I mention the dinosaur for the previous puzzle? Did I mention anything about the hats and the dinosaurs? I didn't. You get 1 hat for a fast time, 2 hats for an even faster time, and a dinosaur for a slower time. That is named in this puzzle as the gregarious Gideon Mantelia. The last dinosaur was a neighborly Narambuena Titan. The next puzzle is Time After Time by Bill, who says, today's gas comes to you from just outside Melbourne Airport, picking up my partner from her trip to Bad Melbourne. Bad Melbourne is, I think, Melburnian's title for Sydney, and if that is wrong, then whoops. Now, I have just lost my document. No, apologies for no tags today. It's impossible to do it on my phone, but I'm going to assume there's a lot of you who correctly surmised that today's gas is a clone Sudoku. Who knew a puzzle server would be good at solving puzzles? We didn't. Occasionally we get requests from people to go through our thinking behind puzzles, and I really like the inception behind this puzzle, so I'll leave it under a spoiler and you can come back and have a look when you check your time. Well, you can't. You will have to go to the Discord server to check that spoiler, because I don't know what it says and I don't have it available. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Grey regions are clones and must contain identical digits in identical positions. So that will be the same as that. That will be the same as that, etc., etc. Fair enough. Then we will go on to, I'm just trying to resize my image. There we go. Okay, so, the dinosaur for that was a just arriving now Jura Tyrant. I'm delighted to know that Bill's partner's plane got in on time. The next puzzle is Full Circle. It looks like 35 of you correctly guessed today's gas would be a quadruple Sudoku. Unfortunately, that's not a multiple of 4, so I'm going to have to charge you all a processing fee for your bonus hat. Okay. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits in corner circles must appear in the surrounding 4 cells in some order. The dinosaur is a scheming Scythymia. And there's one more puzzle to go through the rules of. Kropki Pairs by Clover. It's halfway through the month. Do you know where your bonus hats are? And then all the people who got this right are listed. They sure do. They're right there on top of their bonus heads. Congrats, guessers. In this puzzle, normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits separated by a white dot are consecutive. Digits separated by a black dot are in a 1:2 ratio. Not all possible dots are necessarily given. The dinosaur is a predictable paranthrodon. And I'm going back to the puzzles now, and I'm going to start my clock each time, see how I get on with these, and let's do it. Let's get cracking. Okay, the good thing in a puzzle where you get all of the next to 9 clues given, look for the places where 9 has to be at the edge of the puzzle, because there'll be only one clue. So that now it becomes a 2, 3. Now we use these 9s we've got to put in the digits relevant to them. Then we've got a 3 in this column. So it looks like that has to go 3, 9, 2. That gives us a 1 there. Getting the 9s placed is definitely a good way to go. That's not helpful. This one now is 5, 9, 8 has to be on the left. We get 7 there. 3, 9, 6. Okay, we now know that's this side, so we get that. This has to be a 9 by Sudoku, which is going to give me a 1-2 pair. But a 2-5 pair there sorts out the 1-2 pair at least. Actually, it sorts out this 3-2 pair over here. 2 more 9s to go. 1 in one of those cells. Yes, I see that. And the last 9 goes here, surrounded by 7 and 6 on the one hand, 5 and 8 on the other. Okay, so that is all of the, I think we've covered all of the special clues. The rest is classic Sudoku and should be straightforward. And I mean, this is the reason why a little bit of experience in these puzzles can really lead to good results. So I've seen next to 9 before. They may say it's not very common, and that's probably true, but I've been going to World Championships for perhaps longer than I care to remember, and this turns up occasionally, and I find it a very accessible puzzle, even when they're quite hard. 3, 1, 8. Okay, so now I can do 5, 7, 8 at the top. 4, 3, 8, 6, 7. We've got 5. Oh no, no, we haven't. I'm just misreading numbers. We've got an 8 place in the row. 8 there. 2, 5, 6. So we go 5, 2, 6. We've got a 1, 7, 4. 4 and 1. 2 and 4. 1 and 6. 4 there. 6 or 7. I think that means that has to be 1 in the box. It does. What have we got going on here? 3, 6. That's going to sort out all the 6, 7 pairs that have been plaguing me down there, and that's an absolute piece of hyperbole. They've only just appeared. There we go. Just under 3 minutes, because I know what to do in a next to 9 puzzle, I guess. So thank you, Philip. That was a generous one. The dinosaur time, sorry, the hat times, let me just check those. The hat time, 6 minutes for a 2 hat time. I think I'm on a decent 2 hat run at the moment, so I'm going to try and keep that going, even if I can't pick up these bonus hats for guessing the next puzzle. Right, we will move on to this diagonal puzzle, restart the clock. Let's get cracking. Let's use the diagonal, the one with all the digits on. Yeah, that's quite easy to fill in. Now I'm going to switch to Sudoku, I think. So that's a 3, 4 pair. I can put in 5 and 6. No, look, 4 is off that diagonal twice. So it has to be on it here. Does that make this a 4? No, maybe it doesn't. I think I might be using bad logic if I did that. Right, let's put in 7 and 4 up there. 5, 6 pair. That finishes Oh, it finishes box 1 if I don't overtype the wrong digit. That's a naked single now. Sees every other Sudoku digit. That's what that term means. It's not just pure vulgarity. It's not a 4 in the corner. It's a 3 in the corner. It's a 3 in the spotlight. It's losing its religion. 5, 6, 8 there. We've got a 1, 8 pair here. We've got 4 and 9. The diagonal doesn't sort those out as far as I can see. 3, 6, 7 triple. 4, 5, 9 triple. That's a 1, 6 pair. A naked pair, I think. 4, 5, 7 have to go in there. 1, 3, 6 in here. Gosh, when am I going to get these sorted out? I think I'm going to have to do a bit more work on the diagonal. So let's have a look at that now. 7, 2, 5, 8, 3 are on it. That has to be a 1, 9 pair in the central box. I think that's going to be very useful. 6 there, 4 there. All the diagonal cells are finished now. 7 under 9. 2 there, and a 1, 4 pair. This is 1 and 5. Yep, they can be done. 6, 8, 9. All of them can go in. Now I must be able to do only a little bit of the 2, 3, 4 pair. But I can do all of the 8, 6, 5 triple. I can do the 1, 4 pair. Actually, now I can do the 4, 2 pair. That's a 7. Let's do these rows. 8 and 2. Finish off the rows. Right, then probably got enough information to do any one triple I choose at this point. 7, 6, 3. Well, certainly the order I did do them in has worked. And there we go. And that's another finish in under 3 minutes. 2 minutes, 27. So the 2-hat time there was 6 minutes again. So those have been rated as really, at the easier end, even of genuinely approachable. So well done if you've got good times on those. And don't worry if it gave you 1 hat or a dinosaur. The times for 1 hat and 2 hat will be shown in the description field for each puzzle. Okay, we'll go on to Bill Murphy's Time After Time. It's a clone puzzle. Will Bill be the nemesis today? What have we got? We've got, I don't know, a 4 in one of those. Oh, these are the same in both rows, and they don't have 2, 4, 7 and 6. So 7 and 6 and 2 and 4 go in those cells. So in the columns, yes, very similar. 3 and 4, 9 and 6. Oops, are the digits outside the grey area. That's the way to look at this puzzle. Okay, so 3, 9, 1, 6, 2, 7. I don't know quite what to do next. Let's just carry on in these boxes that are outside the puzzle. Outside the clones, anyway. Now, there is a 9 in one of those 3 cells, which has then got to be one of those 2. There is an 8 in one of those 3 cells, which gets to be one of those 3. This is probably not the best way to do it, but I can't think of the other one. 1 and 2, well, 1's in one of those 2, which is one of these 2. 2 is in one of those 2 in column 3. And that's got to be there. So 2 gets placed. Then we're going to get a 2 down here. 8, 1, 2, 5, 6 and 4 are down here. And in fact, I can fill them in column 8. I am really sort of jumping around a bit for what I'm trying to get achieved here. That is 3 or 9, and it's there as well, so it's 3. And now that's a 7, 9 pair in that column. We've got 1, 8, 3 to place in the box. It's not good. That is a naked 1. That might be quite helpful. 1 there. That means that's a 1 in the column. That means that's a 1. Yes, okay. So now we've got 5, 7, 8 as a triple here. And going across, we've got 5, 8, 9. That one is the joining point. So 5, 9, 5, 8, 9. That can't be an 8. This one is 5 or 8. 5, 7, 8 going down, but the neither can be a 5 actually because of that and that. Yeah, okay, so 5 in the column has to be here. And that's going to sort out the rest of this clone, I think. 9, 8. These are a 7, 8 pair. Yes, 7, 8. Okay, so the clone is all done. Bit ham-fistedly, I suspect. That's a naked 9. We've got a 7, 6 pair in the rest of the row. These are a 2, 9 pair. I know the order. 1, 2, 3 across here. Can't do that yet. What about the bottom row? Probably not going to be able to do that either then. Let's look up here. 3 in one of those. 5. Ah, it's not giving up. 7, 8, 3, 2, 1. There's a 4 in box 4. That's become a 6. 5 and 9. Okay, I'm not going to get the 3-minute time this time. 5, 2, 3 here. 1, 6, 8 below. Okay, let's use that 6 that I just got. And then we can do quite a few bits and bobs. 3 and 4, 7 and 6. 1 and 5. 3 there. 1 and 7. Oh, 3 in the corner, proving its position. 2 and 3. 1 and 8. And then we've got a 5, 3, 2. 4 minutes and 3 seconds. I mean, it's not slow. It's slower than the other two, but it's not slow. The time for 2 hats was 6.5 minutes. So firing along today, I've done 1 each from the 3 constructors. And we come to Philip's quadruples puzzle. Let's give it a go. Let's get cracking. So, they all share a 5. Then these top 2 share an 8, the left 2 share a 7, the right 2 share a 3, and the bottom 2 share a 2. So then I can fill in the other digits. There we go, that's the central box done. Now, what's that telling me in any good place? Not enough, actually. 6 must be in one of those cells for this, and then the 6 on that circle has to be there as a result. Then there's a 6 in one of those. There's a 6 is in one of those, and that means that 6 around this one has to be there. Gosh, 6 is a good number. There's a lot of 6s, aren't there? A lot of 4s I can see in these cages, in these circles as well. So I'll be having a look at 4s in a moment when I finish with 6s, frankly. We get a 6 in one of those 2, and one of these 3. Okay, I did run out a bit of info on 6s, but there's a 4 in one of those 2. That puts the 4 around this circle here. Then we're going to get a 4 in one of those 2. That 4 has put a 4 in one of those. That gives us a 4 there. 4 in one of these 3. This one needs a 4 in one of those. Yeah, it seems to be quite symmetrical with what I did with 6s. 3 is in one of these 2. That's probably not going to get me anything. Those are from 1, 2, 3. I'm not quite sure how to go about this. That's 5 or 8. There's a 7 in one of these 2. That means those can't have a 7. There is a 7 in one of those. That must be a 7 because it's not on the 1, 2, 3, 4 circle. 5 is over here somewhere. No. Philip, you're again on a different wavelength from me. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. That is a naked 5. Okay, that might be helpful. We get a 4, 7 pair. That fixes 7 here. This is part of a 5, 8 pair now. Now we can't have 8 here. So this is a 7, 8 pair. This is a 6, 9 pair. In this row, we get 2 there and a 1, 3 pair still to place. That was a good bit of go forward. 3 and 9 still to place in that row. Probably need to replicate that again somewhere. Oh no, there's a 3 up here. That's not a 3. That's not interesting. There's a 7 there. That's 8 or 9. Bother. Longers of not seeing what to do. That is a naked 5. You see, how does that take me so long to spot? It's so irritating. And that has become 4. 2, 3, 7, 5, 4, 6. 1, 8, and 9 to place in the column. 2 and 3 there must go around this circle there. That's a 1, 4 pair. That's now a 5, 1 pair. I know the order thanks to the circle. This doesn't have a 3 in it, so that's a 3, 2, 6, 9. Let's hope I'm not making any mistakes, because that would be irritating. 1, 4, 8, that's a 9. Now, come on. That must have got a lot cleared out. That's become 8. 9, 7, 4, 5, 6. No, don't know. That is a 3, 6 pair. That's going to sort out 2 and 3 over here. 3, 6, 5, 2, 1, 4. That's now an 8, and there's a 7, 9 pair in the row. There's a lot of symmetrical, not quite helpful enough things. 3 around that circle has to be there. 4 has to be there. This is a 1, 2 pair. Why didn't that do more? 8 in this box is there. Right, this is now 7 and 9. Actually, I know the order. Then I can put 8 in there. 5, 6, 2, 9, 7. What is this? 1. That's 2. 3, 4, 8 coming down. 1 there. That sorts out 4 and 1. This becomes 8. This becomes 9. 3, 2, 1, 4. That is a 7, 6 pair. I really do not dare glance up at the clock, because I think it's not going to be telling me a story I like. We got 9 in this box. I can't finish it. Classic. There's a 1. That's a 4 now. 4, 1, 7, 6, 8, 9. That's a 2. 2, 3, 8, 7. That's a 6. That's a 9. That 6 has led to that being a 3. 4, 1, 6, 3. Oh, come on. Give up, puzzle. 3, 2. Oh, I've got 2 8s in this. That's not going to work. I've got 2 8s in this column as well. Oh my goodness, this is terrible. I'm going to have to go right back. When did those 8s start appearing? Okay, let's say that one was right. I don't know, that's a big risk though. Let's say that is right. And this is a 7, 8 pair, and that's a 9. I may have to give up and go further back, but I'm desperately trying to get in for the hat time. And that might be a huge judgment error. 1 there, 2 there, that's a 1. 2, 7, 8, 5, 6, 1. That's a 3 if I'm right at this point. 3, 4, 9, that feels different from what I did before. Some of this is the same. Let's hope it's not all the same. That has become an 8 there. That wasn't there before. 9, 5, 7, 6 pair. Different digits. This is 1 and 6 up here. Okay, I can do them. Then I go back and do 6 and 7. 5 and 8. 2 and 7 at the top. Can't resolve them all. Got to use these circles again. No, I may have used all the circles. Yeah, looks like I have. That's a naked 2. That's a 6. Oh, let's hope this is right now. 9, 6, 2. And that I guess maybe that unwind wasn't so dangerous. If I unwound it to where those 8s started appearing and was confident about the first one, then my only risk is that the 8s had occurred as a result of errors elsewhere that hadn't been fixed. So I think this is right. 3 in the corner to finish off. 8 minutes, 10 seconds. Don't dare look at the time. 10 seconds outside the 2-hat time. Ow. Philip's done me again. It's entirely my own fault, obviously, for entering the wrong digit at a key point in the solve. But I probably wasn't even on for better than a 6-minute solve without that. Oh, frustrating. But as I said before, errors make me no less enthusiastic for Sudoku. And we're going to go again. Kropki pairs by Clover. Let's go. So black sequences have to have 2 4 in the middle, 1 8 on the ends. There's a lot of those in this puzzle. Good grief. Well, full black sequences do. Now, that has to have 2 or 4 in the middle. But I don't know what the ends are. Right, what has that done? This is going to be a 5 6 7 triple, surely. Yeah, it's got to be 6 there. So it's got to be 7 joining onto 8. Then we get a 5 here and a 3 9 pair. Now, 9 could join to 8 or 3 could join to 2. Okay, that didn't get resolved. What about this group? That's similarly a 5 6 7 triple. Must be. 6, again 7 joining to 8, I reckon. And that's a 5, and then we've got a 3 9 pair this side. Well, we can't have 9 on a black dot, so we put 3 in the corner. Well, that's 3 in the spot. Light losing its religion. 1 2 4. So this is now 2 4 8 down here because of the 1 that's gone in. Another 3 in the corner. 5 6 7 9. So 9 is there. 5 6 7 joining to the 8. That's the whole perimeter done. That's going to be 1. So that black sequence is done. This is from 3 4 5 6 7 8. That's not so straightforward actually. 5 in the row is there, and a 3 7 pair. That's a 6 8 pair. This must be 3 or 4 on the dot. Well, which is going to be the case anyway, because we've got a 3 4 9 triple going on. 1 and 2 there. That's a 3 6 pair. There we go. 4 3 6 7. So the even digit on these has to be a 2. And that's there with a 1. Then we go 9, 8, 5 here. That's gonna it's gonna put a 5 somewhere here. Oh look, I can stick a 4 in there. That's just by Sudoku, by full elimination. This can't be a 3 on the white dot. That's quite interesting. So it's an 8 on the dot, but I don't know what it goes with. So I've done that 2 1 pair. 1 and 9 there, 5 and 7 here. We're working our way gradually towards the dots in the middle. This now has to be 5, 6, 7, 8. And the end with the 8 is on the left. So that's a 1. 7, 9, 3 to place in that box. This must be 5 and 6. So I go back up to the 6 and 8. Back down to the 6 and 5. Back up to the 7 and 3. If I can type them. That 8's black dot gives me a 4. Which doesn't finish things off. So let's look down here. 6 2 5 1 8. This is 3 4 7 or 9, but 7 and 9 are not black dot digits. 7 1 8 5 4 2. This is 3 6 or 9, but 9 is not a black dot digit. With those possibilities, this has to go 6 3. That is going to sort out everything I need to finish the puzzle. I'm sure we didn't need this white dot, and I'm not even going to think about it. 2 6, the 2, maybe we do, because the rest otherwise would be deadly. We do, that's a 1. I am going to think about it. Right, 1 9 7 5 4 9 5 3. There we go. A second under 4 minutes. The 2-hat time was 6.5 minutes. So all the two hat times in this set of puzzles were either 6 minutes or 6.5, except in Philip's puzzle, which was a generous 8 minutes, and where I took 8 minutes and 10 seconds. Okay, but that was fun. I mean, I do still find it fun. I'm like a irrepressible puppy in some ways, and proud of it. We'll be back, therefore, for more Sudoku tomorrow, so do follow us if you can. Thank you for your time again today, and we'll see you then. Bye for now.